Welcome to the Juice Radio Talk Show. 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 Reality TV, church reviews. Let's talk happy love and marriage lifestyle. Come and talk with us. Come and share with us. Come and laugh with us. Come on and pray with us.
Regina and Clovis, special guests. You should be following your lead. Bless. Subscribe on YouTube. Listen on podcasts. We live on IG and Facebook. This episode is sponsored by Truth and Triumph Ministries.
All right, everybody, it's that time. All right.
Hi, Jonathan. How you doing, Jonathan?
What's going on, y'all? I'm doing good. How are y'all? Hey, Dustin. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Regina.
I'm doing good.
Hello, Jonathan.
My computer broke. My computer broke over the weekend, so we're doing it on my cell phone.
Listen, that's
Okay.
dedication. You better come on in, Dustin, with the dedication with your cell phone. I'm not mad at you either, Dustin. And I have to tell you, Dustin, that people are really enjoying the 90-day fiance chat. They
I
really
appreciate it.
are.
I really appreciate the support. So thank you for having everybody here on every Thursday.
That's right. Every Thursday. All right, you guys. So let's get into this real quick. Now, first of all, we cannot move beyond this point without us noticing how cute Aaron is. I cannot.
Okay. The hat is everything, Aaron.
I do it up. It's a season. And I ain't forget about Thanksgiving. I got my turkey too.
Yes, beautiful.
Aaron is the cutest. That hat is so cute. Did you get that when you just recently went, or you had that already?
No, my sister, I have 4 sisters, but one of them gave this to me a few years ago. I have a lot of hats. You'll see different ones all year.
Yes.
You better come through. Thank you, Aaron, for putting in the comments. Y'all make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Y'all come on, say hello to Robin.
Hey,
Hi, Robin.
Hey, girl. All right, let's go ahead over here also. And she's reminding everyone, hey, everybody, she said, I'm ready for this live chat. Thank you so much for supporting Robin. I love it so much that you're here. And Aaron is going to be dropping some jewels in the chats for you guys as well. Robin is saying hello to Dustin as well.
Hi, Robin.
I love it. And she's saying hello to Jonathan. All right, you guys.
Hey, Robin.
And listen, thank you, Robin. And I'm sure a hello, Aaron, is going to come up as well. I know she's so sweet. I love Robin.
She said hi to me first.
Oh, she did. Okay, great. There you go. See, she covers all bases. I love it. You guys, where do y'all want to start? I mean, Dustin, this is your show. Tell me what you would like to talk about first off while I sip on my tea.
I would like to speak about Nicole and I think it's Nikki. I don't think they're going to make it, and this is the reason why. She's wanting to. She is. I just don't feel like they're going to make it at all this season. I think they're gonna end up going back to. She's going to end up going back broken hearted because I don't think it's going to last. I just don't feel like it is going to. I really don't.
Oh, so you think Justin and Nikki, and you know what? It's getting real with Justin and Nikki, man.
Well,
it's getting real fast.
She made the comment on the show, and I don't know if anybody else caught this, but she said you have 24 hours to make up my mind, or I'm jumping on a plane.
I heard that. I did. I heard that. And Justin, Robin said, "Great haircut, Dustin."
Thank you.
I know.
I also got new glasses as well, so hopefully you guys noticed it.
We did.
They're looking sharp.
I know. I like them. Those are nice. All right. Hey, Michelle, thank you for being here. Hello, beautiful. Jonathan, I'm going to come down to you, but let me come up to cute Aaron, and then I'm going to come down to Jonathan. Aaron, what we thinking about 90 Day Fiance? Where do you want to start in all this?
I really, because he already started talking about Nikki and Justin. I would like to say I really enjoyed the part with Nikki talking to her mom and how her mom calmed her down and made her perspective a little differently. I think her mom is a person of reason in her life. Even though there has been pain in their past, she is somebody she can go to, listens to her, really supports Nikki now. And I think she's looking at it from Justin's side coming into it more than Nikki is. And she's trying to get Nikki to get there, maybe with
Mhm.
baby steps a little bit, where I want to shove Nikki there. But I think
Right.
maybe Nikki's not the personality, her mother would know best, that can't be shoved to seeing Justin's side, maybe needs to take those baby steps. So I really enjoyed seeing that perspective between her and her mother.
I like that too. And you know what? Every mother knows their child. They
Right.
know they
Mhm.
know their child. When I saw that scene, and then I'll come down to Jonathan. When I saw that scene, I was like, okay, so Mama is trying to say, Nikki, she knows you could get amped up real quick, and she trying to nip it in the bud
Right.
before it gets to a point of no return. So
Exactly.
I like that you saw that. Thank you. Robin said Nikki and Justin are a problematic couple. I find Nikki especially disturbing. She said, Nikki makes me feel as if she is living her life as a soap opera. The extremes in her life are just so dramatic. They seem made for TV.
I
Ooh,
do, I do kind of feel like that, Robin. So I kind of agree with you on a certain degree.
Yes.
ooh. Michelle
I
agrees with me.
enjoyed that Nikki told us why.
Say that again, Aaron.
Oh, I said I enjoyed that Nikki explained why her ups and downs are so low because of the hormone. She got the hormone shot right before she left. And so that did explain, she said, from a transgender, from a man going to a woman, you, if you ask around, she said, this is generally, they go high and low because of the hormone shots. And I thought, well, I didn't know that. So that was very interesting to learn from Nikki. And I appreciated her sharing that experience from a transgender perspective.
I like that too, because sometimes, it does play a part and a lot of people don't understand and we'll look at it as their pure character. But in Nikki's case, I'm kind of thinking it's a mixture. I'm thinking it's a mixture of the medicine and her. Jonathan, what's your thoughts? Where you want to start?
Absolutely, Aaron. I love that you're giving Nikki so much grace. It's amazing. Because I definitely won't be the one to do it. Look here, Nikki. I understand. The hormone shots might do something to your energy. It might change things around. It might make you a little bit hyper up. But the other 90% of the time, you're still acting the same way. You're still performing those same dramatics. You're still not giving Justin hardly enough credit as much as he deserves. The entire argument was centered around them not being intimate. And she's saying, oh, all that you're doing, the flowers, the kissing, the hugging, all of that means nothing. You're not putting your pee in my pee, okay? And it's an issue. She's trying to sugarcoat everything to make it seem as if it's something more than the intimacy, when we all clearly see she's not getting banged in the bedroom and it's an issue
That's
for
it.
her. And
That's
we
it.
get that. If that's the issue, just say it, but don't try to cover it up with the he's not doing enough. No, the not enough is the fact that he's not sleeping with you, and that is your only issue at this point. And I love the fact that he brought up she tries to sometimes throw money in his face when he's like, well, yeah, you help me out here and there, but
That's right.
you're not my sugar mama. You're not the one that's
Yeah.
taking care of me. Yes, you paid for my nose job. Thank you for that. The 7,000 or 3,000, however much it was.
Yeah,
But,
but probably
it's
7,000.
right, probably 7,000. But I love the fact that he kind of stood up to her, but
Yeah.
at the same time, he's still comforting her. At the same time, he's still there for her. At the same time, he's still patting her on the back, giving her a hug, wanting to kiss her, all this
Yes,
good stuff. And
all
it's
of
like
that.
all it right in her face. And so many women and men would love to have a man like Justin who
Come
shows
on.
them the amount of affection that he shows her. I'm an affectionate type. So that's what I love to see, and that's what I love to feel. And for her to get all of that and still not be satisfied is a very big issue for me. Very
And you
big.
and you're right. I have to agree with you, Jonathan, because even though she is pushing him, she pushing him in every area. And then she tries to muscle him by saying, I paid for this and I gave you money for that and everything and so forth. And I'm glad he did clear it up on screen, and it's like, yeah, you helped me, but don't act like I couldn't make it without you. You
Right. Because I
know,
got money. Okay.
Yeah.
am okay. Michelle said Nikki is trying to force Justin and she can't do that.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, he is trying his best, even though she pushes him away and he hugs her in. She pushes him and he hugs her in even more. So, oh goodness.
And I think if all of us thought about it, if you were dating someone and they were pressuring you into doing something that you were uncomfortable with doing, and they give you an ultimatum, what do? Do you stay with that person, or do you tell them to extra stage left? I know what I would do. I know what I would do. I'm just wondering what y'all's response would be.
Tell us, Jonathan, what would you would do? Because I just want to hear what you would do. Tell us, Jonathan.
I tell them to step. Time for
I
you
would too, Jonathan. I would too. You know, me and you are on the same page.
Right.
I
So
wouldn't put up with it.
it's time for you to hang up your jacket and go. It's closing time. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Dustin, what would you do if somebody gave you an ultimatum? What would you do?
I turn around and leave.
Right.
Karen, you're up next. What would you do?
Oh, I'm out. Just no, bye.
I think we're all on the same page tonight.
Exactly.
No.
You guys, y'all know what I would do. First of all, I say I'm gonna take your money that you gave me that I was saving, and I'm gonna give me a ticket, and I'm gonna be out of here.
Okay.
I'm gonna sell some of this stuff that I bought with your money, and I'm out. You know?
But he did the right thing. He offered to pay her back.
Yes,
Exactly.
He was such a gentleman.
see,
Even in that moment, I think
but
it
see-
showed true character because he did not lose his temper.
right.
He did not lose his cool. He did
No.
not run away from her. I mean, you see him walk away in other scenes, but he never walks out of the sight of the camera. Therefore, he
Right.
is staying so he can see her. He may be
Mhm.
cooling down, but he's not leaving her. And I think that says a lot about his character, that even
Can I-
when she wouldn't let the money go, and he did make some comments, he's like, you don't pay for everything. I got money in the bank and stuff like that. And then she's like, do you want the money back? I can pay you back.
I don't think he has the money though.
I think he
I
does
think-
work so he could get the money.
I know, but I don't think he has the money now, and I think she wanted the money right now. See, that's what I mean. I don't think because she made a comment that she's been paying for a lot of his whatever he's doing. So
Well,
I
he
might
might
just-
not have it. He might not have it in one lump sum, but I
Yeah.
do feel like he will be able to get all of that money back to her if she really wanted it.
Well, he
All
said in one of the things that the money she gave him was just for petrol, meaning just for gas. It ain't
Yeah.
like you. But then he's kind of contradicting himself because he said she gave him money to remodel the house or the apartment, and he did that. So come on now, you can't be lying now, Justin. Robin said hormones, schmormones. She is a drama queen.
Okay, that's it, Robin. That is it right there.
Michelle said, right, LOL. Nikki is just drama, period. LOL. Aaron, bless your heart. LOL. Y'all say hello to Claire. Hey, Claire.
Hey, Claire.
Thank you for being here. Okay, you guys, these two, I don't know, but here's the thing. Nikki will end up pushing him away, not having the guy of her dreams, because I think he is the guy of her dreams. I think she just needs to give him time. He's still trying to adjust to the whole thing. But I want to talk about one part of the scene when we talk about Nikki. Hey, Teresa's, how are you? Thank you for being here.
can I ask you what the part is? Because I'm interested to see what you got to say, Juice.
Yeah, I want to talk about when they were sitting at the table in the restaurant, and she
Oh, I
said,
can't. That was interesting.
she said
But
somebody
ahead.
just clocked me, meaning like somebody's like looking at her, staring her down. Did you guys get that from that couple over there? Didn't get that.
I seen that part. I kind of got that feeling too.
You did? I did.
Yeah, I
when-
got that
when-
feeling.
When the camera panned over to that particular couple, I didn't even see them looking her way, to be honest. I would have thought that the camera would have caught it, but I don't know. Maybe she might have been overreacting, or maybe she just wanted a moment for the camera. I'm not sure what that was, but whatever it is that they didn't make it obvious enough for us to be able to catch it.
Well,
So,
I didn't really see it, but I didn't really see that. I didn't see her get it, but I seen her. She got kind of upset about it, but I didn't see.
Yeah, I think what was going on with her was I think she could look around and somebody just could be looking up. I know I've sat in restaurants before and I'm just looking up and there's somebody turn and look and you're actually eye to eye to me. I wasn't focusing on you. I'm just looking around in the atmosphere. But I think
Well, I do that too. I'll be going. Yeah, I'll do that too sometimes. I just look up and see what's around me before I do anything. So I do that a lot too.
But I think what happens with people like Nikki, they're so conscious of thinking everybody is staring and everybody has conversations. That's her
Right.
thought. But I
Right.
thought for a moment with that scene that Nikki was trying to get Justin to be like more like, oh, they ain't gonna stare my baby down. But he did it right because he just got up, gave her a kiss and said, okay, we fine, get up, sit on back down at the table.
Right.
Yeah.
Justin, I like the way he handles stuff. I
I,
really
I
do.
I,
I did as well. What do you guys think was the reason why he doesn't want to take her to his normal gym? He wants to take her to a smaller gym. She kind of made a joke that, oh, is this the
well, I think it's because
LGBTQIA gym? Why do you think he wanted to take her to a different gym?
I'll
I
start
think
with
he's
you, Dustin, and then I'll come to Aaron so Aaron can have time. What do you think, Dustin?
well. I think he's trying to. I still think he's trying to protect her in a certain way. I think that
Hmm.
he's trying to protect her as much as he can. She doesn't like that. She wants to be right with him, 24/7 hours a day. But I
Hmm.
think, but I think she wants to be with him, and he wants her to be at this other gym because he's trying to protect her. Because I think if it took her to his gym, then she would get treated poorly.
Okay. All right. Well, let's give Aaron a chance to answer that. Let's all listen close and see what the beautiful Aaron has to say about the gym situation.
I
Go.
thought he has said that a lot of his friends did not accept her. I think he's
Hmm.
worried about her safety at the gym is the
Hmm.
biggest thing because he when he did explain it, he said this place is more accepting. It's more open
Right.
to Americans and outsiders. And the way he did express it, it wasn't like the way he described the other gym in when I was listening to him was more like this is a place that's more open-minded and
Right.
I
Hmm.
want to take you to an open-minded place. And I also enjoyed the fact he said he's hoping by being with her too that he will find other people who are more open-minded that he can be friends with so that I think so that he can have a relationship with her that he can share with friends because maybe he doesn't feel like he can share her with his friends that he had there.
Right.
He just
Right.
feels they're too close-minded. I do like that he keeps saying how close-minded they are because he's recognizing that where he is isn't a place that is good for her.
I
Right.
think it.
Or
He's
for
Right.
him.
considerate of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Go
if
ahead.
they end up, I think if they end up get getting married or whatever, I think if they end up going to the states, it'll be a lot better for her because the states is more open to all of this stuff, and I don't think
That's true.
I
That's
don't
true.
think
Yeah.
I don't think the where he's at is not very open to all of this change to all of this stuff around here, where the USA is open to it more.
Right. Well,
Right.
let me hear what Jonathan, what do you have to say? Now, I understand him not wanting to take her to his gym.
Right.
Because sometimes you just have to start over. Sometimes you just can't go everywhere. Where it was because for one of us is safety, and also we want Justin to be comfortable also while he's working out. We don't want him to now be thinking somebody's clocking me, So I
Right.
get it. Jonathan, let me hear from you and your thoughts of that.
I just wish Justin was able to better verbalize the reason why he's taking these extra steps, why he wants to protect
Yeah.
her so much. And I feel as though if he was able to convey that to her, she would be able to receive it a lot better because right now she's receiving it as, oh, you don't want to be seen with me. You don't want me to
Mm,
be on your arm. You don't want to be out in public with me around your friends because they know that I'm trans and, you're ashamed of me. That's the way that she's receiving it. But if he could
right.
just explain to her the reason why I want to take you to this other gym
Right.
is because I think you'd be more protected. I think you'd be more comfortable there. But he wasn't able to verbalize that. And I wish he was able to verbalize a lot better. I think it's the language barrier that's there. He's not
Mhm.
able to actually explain the exact reason why he's doing these different things for her. It's because he wants to protect her. But she doesn't see it
Right.
that way. She sees it as shame. And that's not what it is at all.
Yeah, because she's trying to live her American life in another country, and
Right.
it's totally different. Robin says, speaking of Nikki, what is Justin's motivation? Ooh, do we believe that this is a real for real thing for him? Do we believe that Justin is faithful to Nikki? I think Justin is. I think he does want to make this work. I don't think I haven't seen a motive yet. Not to say that there's not one, because time always tells.
You
Right.
But
never know, do with Jews.
yeah, I think he really does like her.
Mm.
Aaron, what do you think? Your mic is muted, Aaron.
Oh, I'm sorry. I definitely show there's signs that he definitely cares for her and loves her. I think he is still going through his transition. So I do worry that it's not going to be a lifetime love is my concern because he's still learning and stuff like that.
Oh,
So when you start in a relationship and you're still learning, even though you care for the person, can you build a life on that is my concern, even though I think his feelings are genuine for her.
that's
Right.
beautifully said, Aaron.
Mhm.
Jonathan, your thoughts on this? Do
As
you
much
think that's
effort and affection that Justin has given to Nikki over the time that we've been watching this, I absolutely do believe that he truly does love Nikki. I think that he is in love with her.
Mhm.
Does he still have some reservations? Of course. Is he still going through in his mind, still processing in his mind what it is to be with a trans woman? Absolutely. But he is doing everything right in his as a person in his position. He's doing
Right.
everything right in his position. And I don't know if Nikki will ever get to the point to where she's able to see that. And I don't think she'll ever get to the point to where she's absolutely 100% happy with him because he still has to process. And I don't know
Right.
how long that process is going to take for him. And I don't know if Nikki is going to be graceful enough to give him that time, or patient rather enough to give him that time to get to the point to where he is 100% free and able and ready and willing to do everything in the book that she is expecting from a boyfriend in a relationship. I don't know if
That's
she's
right.
going to get there. I don't know if he's going to be able to get there, if she's going to be able to give him enough time to get there. I don't know. They're just not meeting in the middle. And it's
Mhm.
mainly on Nikki's part because
It
Justin is doing
is.
literally everything right. All the issues that they're having is coming from Nikki.
It
Period.
is. It is.
I
Dustin will get oh, go ahead, Aaron, and then I'll come down to you,
I
Dustin. Go ahead.
actually do not think they're all on Nikki. I will give her that grace. I think because, and this isn't either one of their faults, they do not share the first language, like you were saying. So I think
Mhm.
the communication is their biggest issue. And I think
Yeah.
it would solve some of Nikki's issues had they been able to communicate better. So, and I don't think that's on either one of them, but I think that's the biggest issue. So
Oh,
it's the
okay.
lack
Good.
of communication between the two of them.
Lack of communication on whose part? Because I think Nikki has been
Oh,
able to communicate very well what it is that she's expecting from him. So, do you think it's just mainly from Justin's end?
I think Justin's in too, but I sometimes don't always think he understands everything she's saying.
Mhm.
So I think the lack of communication might not be the right word, but the communication itself, because they do not share the same first language,
Right, right,
he looks at her sometimes and he does not understand everything she's saying because she
Yeah.
does speak shorthand sometimes. And as
right.
Americans, we understand the shorthand very well. I do not think he does when she does that. When she gets so mad and she's going like this, I think he loses some of what she's saying in her arguments.
Okay,
You know what,
I
When
you
can
he
see
guys?
that.
repeats it back, it's not all of what she said. And I listened to that and I'm like, he did not hear or he did not understand everything she said.
Hmm.
Well, you guys, the main thing that I think that they're really having this whole disagreement, this whole discombobulation thing is regarding the bedroom
Hmm.
and
I
the
agree.
intercourse that she wants him to do, and he's not ready. I really think, and this is my personal opinion, not the opinion of the people that's on the panel. I really think Justin is having a hard time now knowing that she is trans. When it comes to him trying to have a sexual relation with her, his mind may be that he is having sexual relations with a man.
Hmm.
And that may be part of what his holdback is, because she said before they knew that, before she had announced that she was trans, they had sexual relations before,
Right,
but he was under the impression that it was with a woman. So now I think there's a blockade in Justin's thought to think, wait a minute, we're going to do this, but now my mental is still saying this is a man.
and do you
And I,
guys think Nikki understands this issue? Do you guys think that she knows that this is the reason why he's having an issue? Because to me, it would be obvious the reason
Mhm.
I
why they're
don't.
not doing it. But do you think Nikki knows this?
I don't think
Oh,
she
yes.
does.
I
Mm,
think she's just not willing. I think Nikki
accept it.
knows it, but she wants him to get over it. But he
Right.
admitted that right on the TV show this week that he it's getting the body parts to work the way they should.
Mhm.
That's how he said it. So
Right.
Yes, yeah. Robin said, can we consider Justin's focus and maturity? What is a relationship experience? Is Nikki his one and only? I don't think Nikki is his one and only. I think, well, one and only trans, yes,
Mhm.
that he's aware of.
Right.
And I think that's probably what it is. And also Robin said, Michelle, I agree. I kind of feel for him and want him to break up because he is emotionally and actually stunted, in my opinion. Which
Agreed.
I get that. I get that too. Justin, go ahead. Your thoughts on this. Do you think Justin and Nikki will ever have that intercourse she's looking for?
I don't think so, and this is why. Because
Mm,
I just don't feel like it's going to happen. I just don't. Because, and if it does, it'll be surprising. But I just don't feel like he's going to have intercourse with her because of where the way she is and the way. I don't think he's gonna have a hard time accepting that.
yeah.
Mm.
Well, Michelle said they would eat Nikki alive in the gym. He don't want her to. He don't want to take her. Yeah, they probably would. They probably would.
Right.
Robin said, thanks for the reminder that Justin said acceptance. The intellectual, curious side of me is bothered that such a serious matter is on a flippant entertainment program. Mm.
Mm.
But that's how they can get us educated on
Right.
these things too. That's
yeah.
another reason
Exactly.
why I love watching shows like this. Listen, I'm about ready to pay whatever channel it is to watch Big Frida. I'm about ready to pay because I really learned so much from her. This is how I learn a lot of my stuff. Robin
Well,
said, for
I,
example,
I,
does Justin his sexuality because he is trans attracted? I don't know. Go ahead, Dustin.
I learned. I see a lot of stuff from like YouTube, or from you, and then from different YouTubers that I watch.
Yeah.
But I find a lot of stuff out like on TV and stuff, and it blows my mind. It just really does.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Some of that stuff. Michelle agrees with you, Jonathan. She said, yeah, that part. Michelle also said, I think Justin is still trying to figure out his sexuality and how to deal with Nikki being a man. So we can all see it, but Nikki is having a hard time seeing it.
Yes.
And I
Yes,
think I
Michelle,
think
she needs to listen to
I
him.
think I got a good reason for that as well, because
Why?
she's the one that's in the situation, so it's hard for people to see her her own issues and her own problems in her own situation, and the other people that what was watching or is watching this show, we can see it with open our eyes. We can
There
see
you
it.
go.
We can see
Right.
it more because we're not in the situation that she is.
The
So
outside looking in.
I do believe it's hard for her to see it because she's in the situation.
That's
Mhm.
true. Y'all say hello to Mimir.
Hey,
Hey,
Mamir.
Mimir. They say hello, everyone. Hope you had a great day.
I'm a
We do,
man.
and we're having a wonderful day. And it's about to get even more fun right here on 90 Day Fiance because we're about to talk about this little one man with his mama in the closet. Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
This one with the mama in the closet. Robin, I love Big Frida. I watch her original and I watch a few of her stuff on YouTube. I don't like the boyfriend either. Robin said, I love Big Frida. I watched their reality show. Never liked her boyfriend though. I
Mm.
know. All right, you guys, let's get into this one now as we're on this episode. Let's talk about oh this gentleman,
Mm.
this gentleman, and all his pets. Oh,
He had too many pets, in my opinion. He
Aaron,
had
what is this guy's name again? This guy with the pets. Oh my goodness.
I can't stop laughing about the mom in the closet.
The mama in the closet. The mama, look at all the animals out there. Wait, let me go back and get this guy's name. What do y'all think about him having
I think his name is
Jonathan, go ahead,
Clinton, if
Jonathan.
I'm not mistaken. I believe his name is Clinton. I don't know for
Okay, I'm
sure.
gonna pull his name up.
Clayton, I think.
Clayton. Clayton. Okay, yeah, that must be it.
Sorry, I'm still laughing at the.
Yeah, here it is. Clayton, 29. And Annalie is his boo. Okay.
Right. As far as Clayton is concerned, when his mother was explaining, how they found the house, and she was like, "Oh, okay, this is for me." I said, "Oh, wow, okay." So Mom went apartment shopping with you, and she said, "This is mine." And okay, that seems very interesting. It seems like she's got a stronghold on her son.
There you
Um,
go.
and I don't know how I have a feeling that she's going to be have a very integral part in his relationship. I think she's going to be all up in their business. And I don't think
Mhm.
that's going to bode well for their relationship. I don't know why. Well, I guess the girlfriend, Annalie, will be able to sleep with him in his bed, but I don't know how she's going to react to not only the guinea pigs and the chihuahuas, two of each, but his mother living in the closet. And I'm assuming she is unaware of this fact, and that could be an issue. Also, his apartment seems to be pretty cluttered, but at the same time, it seems to be organized as well. So I don't know how he got there. And he also said his mother is a little bit of a hoarder. So you
That's what I
can't
was just
be you
saying.
can hoard on your own time in your own house, mama, but you can't be hoarding up in my apartment. That's not what we're doing. And
Well,
then they
y'all,
have that full storage unit
there you
of
go. That's what I was gonna say.
nothing
He's
but
got.
junk. And it's
Oh,
but he's cute though. He's cute.
listen, I'm gonna come on
Beautiful
down.
eyes.
I'm gonna come on down to Dustin. Dustin, what you think about this here Clayton? What you think about
Well, I
him?
got a lot to say on this couple.
Hmm.
I really don't think she's gonna be happy with him, and that's one of the reasons why. Because the house is very cluttered,
It
uh,
is.
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna have to they're gonna have to move or something because they're just gonna have to get that house cleaned up because I don't think they're gonna have any room for her to be comfortable. And,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
and
so either.
I seen that storage unit, and I almost had a cow because it was already full enough.
I know. Michelle said hoarders with pigs. LOL.
Okay, guinea pigs to be exact.
And why would you put your mom in the closet for? I know she
She
went.
has to be in
I
that
know
closet.
I know she wanted to be in it. But did you guys catch what she said in the front of it? She
What?
said this is supposed to be temporary. Then she said, "Well, it's longer than temporary, but it's supposed to be temporary. I'm supposed to
Right.
be looking for an apartment. So
And how
hopefully
long
when
she been there? 3, 4 years?
Yeah,
3
yeah,
years.
I heard
2 3 years.
about that
3 years.
3 years.
Mm-mm.
But I think
3 years.
that's a long enough. I think that's a long enough juice, and I think she needs to get her own apartment because yeah, I think his fiance needs to be comfortable in his own house.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You come up temporary is less than 6 months in my mind. And that's
Right,
time.
exactly.
And you and she's got all the mess, and he was trying to go in the kitchen and say we got to pack up some of this stuff, and then when they went to the storage, I never fell on the floor. I was with Dustin. I almost had me a cow. I was like, you got all this. Oh, Aaron, come on now. What's your thoughts on the guinea pigs, the closet, the storage,
The
and I'm
chihuahuas.
the chihuahuas, the
I
dogs?
appreciated that he said the boxes in the living room are all his mother's. The containers and stuff, that's all her stuff. That and I appreciate that he's trying to clean stuff out for his fiance. I think he has no control over the hoarding of his mother, and I think he
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
gives in too easily.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel bad for him because that is a disease, and
mhm.
so you feel bad. But and I had my mother-in-law live with me and my ex-husband, but we were already together and established for 7 years before she came into the picture. I can't imagine the fiance coming into the picture with the son and the mother living together.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole different dramatic, and I just think that's going to be. I don't. I think the mother is already in a role where that's her home. I think
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be a very hard situation for the fiance. I don't see how that's going to work. I'm very curious of. I think there's going to be a lot of fighting between the mother and the fiance. If
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
you just see it already, because the mother looks like she's almost getting ready to fight this woman, and she's not even there yet
Right.
Oh,
because
well, you
she's
got
having to move her stuff out of the kitchen. She looked
right.
irritated. That was I was watching her body language when she was having to move stuff. She was getting all tense.
Oh, goodness. Look at all this mess in here. This is inside the house. That's in the
Yeah.
house. Oh, let me
Yeah.
let
She was getting all tense. She did not want to move her stuff into the storage unit. Even when they were
I
at the
apologize
storage
about
unit,
that.
she
I'm
didn't want to
sorry.
leave that
It's
stuff.
okay.
You could see how it was hard to separate for her from her items.
Yeah. Some that
and
she
When
hadn't
she
even
said that
opened.
stuff, she's only had that stuff a couple, maybe 4 months, and it expired 2 years ago. I was like,
Right.
woman has no sense of reality.
Granola bars. Why do you
Wait,
hoard the granola bars, ma'am? Why?
I don't know why you keep the wine pop things either. The corks.
corks.
Yeah.
She had a box of corks.
Oh, mama does have an issue because she says she still wants to eat those granola bars. But you know what, you guys, let me think of it this way. And this is just my opinion. I don't know what happened with mama financially in the past, but it seems to be that there may have been a point in her life where she was lacking to the extreme. That's just my thought. Not saying that this actually happened to her, but sometimes people who are this extreme with hoarding and don't mind the comforts of the small closet have come from some harder times than just the closet. And
The
to them, a
comforts of
closet
the
isn't.
small closet. I love that.
Thank you. Sometimes that is an upgrade to them, and they are just
Right.
they're fine with that. This is going to be a problem, I think, when Anna Lee comes, but I think Anna Lee might get Mama all together.
Right. And I think she might be
Yeah,
able to help Clayton to stand up to his mother because
yeah,
he was mentioning that, if she doesn't like something, she gonna let you know it and
yep.
she will make it clear and plain to you. And she will go away. So he knows how she conducts herself. So I'm thinking that this might be a good thing for him to be able to flesh out his relationship with his mother and be
Mm.
more of an adult relationship between mother and son, not so much a mother with her toddler, who she's living in his closet with. It's yeah.
Well, what they could do also, if they close that storage unit, here comes my financial background. Close that storage unit, sell off that stuff, get rid of it, and take that money and get Mama her own apartment or
Right.
studio or
That's
whatever
what
it
I was
is.
gonna say.
But
That's what
That
I
she
was
mama
gonna
doesn't
say.
mama doesn't want to get rid of her treasures.
Well, you know what, then, Clayton, here's what you do. Clayton, you get yourself another apartment, like with a two-bedroom, and you have Mama put all her trash in her bedroom and you close that storage unit down. Y'all need to save this extra money that y'all put into that storage unit. Go ahead,
I had
Aaron.
no thought. I wonder
What?
if Mama would even notice if he started just taking little bit out at a time, getting
They
rid
She
of it.
probably
probably
will.
wouldn't.
Let me tell you, some people that have that, if it's a form of disease, they know it's gone.
Oh, okay.
They will
Mm.
know when something is missing. But he could try that. But I think Annalie, I can't wait to Annalie come. I'm like Michelle. She said, I can't wait for Annalie to get there. Me, I cannot wait.
And I'm thinking she probably keeps tabs on all of her things that she likes to keep. So she probably visits that storage place on a regular basis to make sure it's always still there. And to, I'm sure she wants to look at it as well from time to time, just be able to see it with her own eyes to make sure it's still there. So that would be a good idea for him to just, kind of get rid of it just little by little. And then eventually it's all cleared out. I don't know if it will work with Mama though.
Y'all, look at this. It is packed and it goes back, you guys.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
just the front. It goes back. So then it makes me think also, if you have all this stuff, where were you living before? And something happened, I think, financially, where maybe she was in a place that she was able to store all this stuff and she
Mm.
had to end up moving in with him and put all this stuff in there. I'm
I
looking
agree.
at some of this
I
stuff on
agree with that.
and
Mm.
I just see trash, but it may be somebody else's treasure. So I'm not going to say that it's not treasure
Mm.
because I don't want to offend anyone, because like my mama used to say, one person's trash is another person's treasure.
Right.
So, but that's a real concern right there. I don't know what they're going to be able to do about that. But you guys, what y'all think about let's go over and talk real quick about Rob and Sophie.
I have a lot of
Mm.
opinions about that.
Oh my goodness, Rob and Sophie. Sophie says she done. She out of there. She said, bye. I can't. No, Rob, I'm not putting up with this mess. I'm done with you. Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
Jonathan, what's your thoughts about Rob and Sophie?
Sophie's so sweet. I love Sophie. I really
Mhm.
do. And it's partly because she's from London and I love English accents. That's just my favorite accent to hear across the whole world. And so first of all, when he brought his friend and she brought her friend, and they were together, and his friend was asking all of those inquiring questions concerning how she met her friend, and oh, y'all met on a dating app. Oh, it was a friend side of the app. Okay, all right. Because I thought when you get on the dating app, then you're looking for dates.
Mhm.
So his friend was literally doing a little bit too
Yeah,
much for me. I'm
yeah.
thinking he was probably doing that for the camera to try to seem like a concerned friend. And I get that. I get the hustle. I get the game. But that was a little bit too much for me. And she gives you no reason not to trust her, at least in my opinion, looking from the outside in. And for him to have these thoughts of her possibly cheating on her on him when he's doing the exact same thing to her, that double standard, it doesn't bode well in relationships. But I feel so sorry for her. I don't know what she's going to do. If she's going to go back home, I'm hoping she just goes back home. And he clearly doesn't think what he's doing online, giving attention to all these people on these dating websites and asking for videos and things like that. He clearly does not think that that is cheating. He clearly thinks that he's still being faithful to Sophie. And Sophie has made it clear to him that that is a form of cheating in her opinion. And the fact that he's still doing it tells me that he doesn't respect her and he doesn't deserve her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Aaron, what's your thoughts on these two?
Okay, I don't like Rob. Gonna start that every time. I just don't like him. I will start with the bar scene that we saw. I could see why his friend was concerned. Because if I ran across my friends on an app, now
Yeah.
apps do have things where you can locate friends. Because when I moved, you could do that. So that was
Mhm.
not a surprise to me. I think his friend must. I don't know where his friend lives. That he didn't know that. That was my first thought. I was like, no, they have that option when you sign up. That's not like new.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know where his friend has been. Maybe he's
Right.
only been looking for a woman on those sites, so he never paid
Right.
attention.
Never
But
been
that's
to the
not
other
the same
side of those.
as they not been there.
Right.
Because it
Mhm.
clearly asks you when you sign up, you looking for a friend, you looking for a relationship, you looking for a hookup. It asks you all those questions. Just saying.
Mhm.
I've been there, I looked. I'm on there. Like it's clearly on there. You can read that.
I was gonna say, Aaron, how did you know?
Just saying.
Mhm.
I know where his friend's been, pretending he has all this knowledge about apps. He looked ridiculous on TV. Uh,
Yes.
Oh,
that was my first thought. I was like, I never heard of it not having the Friends app, so I think you got something wrong with you.
right,
And I
right.
thought the person who came out with them was lovely. My only thing was at the bar and him talking about going to the bar was he didn't want to put himself in a situation he could cheat, which means he's not strong enough to
Right.
not
Resist.
cheat. That was what I thought when
Mhm.
he was interviewing about the bar for Rob.
Mhm.
Are you saying you're not strong enough not to cheat on her? Is that what you're saying? I
Right.
can't go because I don't want to put myself in that situation. Because you know you would? Like, what
Right.
does that mean? Because I can go out and it doesn't mean I'm going to cheat. Why can't
Right.
you? I- That was
Well,
my
Rob. Oh my goodness, Rob, Rob,
now.
Rob.
Now towards the end with the seeing that he had cheated thing, not
Woo.
surprised at all. He does
No.
not think he thinks he's up here. He does not think of her. He thinks he's up here, and I don't know where he thinks she is, but it ain't on the same level as him. He thinks
Right.
he can do what he wants.
She's good to say no at this. I'm not tolerating this. I'm not putting up with this before they get married because if she goes into marriage with him, this
Mhm.
will continue. And eventually he'll try to pull her over to the side of doing the stuff that he's doing. So
Right.
she's right to say, no, I'm not putting up with this. I thought it was amazing though, because here go my financial side again. I thought it was amazing how fast she found a furnished unit, a furnished apartment. I was like, girl, Rob been over there on the rooftop for, and you found this first place in one night,
Yeah.
girl, and furnished. I
Right. It's
was,
probably looks like an Airbnb to me. Looked really nice.
it may be, but she found a place with a whole bathroom and stuff, and I was like, I was surprised at that. Now, let me say this: Rob. is still so immature. I don't think he's ready for a real relationship.
No.
I don't think he's ready for a real relationship. I think Rob has work that Rob needs to do on himself. The friend trying to say, oh, but you on this dating site and it's a friend and so forth. I'm gonna have to say this. I'm gonna have to disagree that she was not on there searching for a date. I'm gonna have to
I
disagree.
agree.
I think she was on there searching for a form of a date because she says she likes girls too. And I
Yep.
think she was trying to call it a friend place because whenever she says it, if y'all watch her, she has this little smirk on her face. And I think she was on there to not just find friends. I think she was on there being friendly with the ladies.
Right. Meaning that she could have been on the friend side of
Yep.
the app, but those weren't her intentions on the
Mm-mm.
friend side of the app. Okay, I understand that.
I,
And that friend that came to the bar with them was gorgeous. So
mhm.
it would not surprise me if she had some type of attraction to her as well. Not saying that anything was going on between the two. I'm just saying that, I see why she caught her eye.
Yeah, yeah. I love Michelle said this. She said that is a form of cheating. Rob is delusional. And here's the thing. If people have a question of is this cheating or is this not cheating, here's a great way to determine that. If you got to hide it from your mate, it's cheating.
Right.
That's all.
Exactly.
That's the easiest
Exactly.
way to perform because some people say, well, I didn't sleep with her. I kissed her. It's a form of cheating. If you can't do it in front of your mate, it's a form of cheating if you have to hide it. So he knows that it was cheating. Robin said, Rob is toast because if Aaron don't like you, you are done.
Okay.
Exactly. So,
Justin, what are your thoughts on Rob and Sophie?
yeah,
My
Dustin, what's your thoughts?
my thoughts are this, and I'm gonna say how I feel because I feel it quite a different way. I
Okay.
feel like that Robin Sophie is not going to make it because he really wants kids, and uh I don't think she's gonna give him kids.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hopefully they
Mhm.
get a surrogate, but I don't think they're going to, and
Mm,
I don't think they're going to last because he really wants kids and she doesn't.
that's right, Dustin. I forgot about that part. Sophie says she does not want to have kids, but she ended up calling her mom and having a conversation with her mom. And she said it's because she has something with her ovaries or fallopian tube, something she has.
I seen I have seen that part, but I just I have a feeling in my gut, and I trust it that I don't see it lasting because of the kid problem.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, I could understand it, but she did say she would be okay with doing adoption or surrogate or something like that. And they had a whole conversation and she talked to Rob. What do you think about that, Jonathan? Go ahead. Hey, Latoya.
Right. Hey, Latoya. I was so surprised that they brought up the option of surrogacy because surrogacy is not cheap. At least not as
Exactly.
far as I know. And so
It's
where are y'all
not
gonna
cheap
get this?
anywhere.
Right, exactly. So where are y'all gonna get this money to have this surrogate? And y'all aren't even halfway down the aisle because y'all are having so many issues. So I don't really even think that kids should be part of the conversation because they have
Right.
too many issues within their relationship that they need to work
Mhm.
out. They clearly need some counseling. And
There you
Rob
go.
has
I
some growing
agree.
up to do, obviously.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes. Michelle agrees. She said she was on there searching for a female.
Right.
She was on there searching for something because you can find a friend going to the grocery store, girl. You
How
need
do
to
you guys
stop
think
this.
that Rob will react to her telling him that she's bisexual? I think he'll welcome it. I don't think he'll be able to receive that.
Oh, let me tell you how I think Rob gonna do. Rob, when he find out she bisexual, Rob is gonna be like, and you was talking about me, and you had all to say about me. Oh, and this is you. You put me to Rob is gonna drag her. I think allegedly he's gonna drag her with that. He ain't Go ahead. Aaron, what you think? What you think? And I'm gonna come down to you, Dustin.
I took the baby situation from a little bit of a different perspective. I took it as she never thought she could have kids, so she just accepted that. She's never really
Mm,
thought of any other options.
Mhm.
So I think she needs time to decide whether she wants kids, because if you just accept you can't have them, then you don't go any farther. I always accepted I couldn't have kids, so it's never gone any farther for me. I never thought,
mm,
oh, do I want them? Do I not want them? Because if you just accept you're not going to have them, then that's all you've ever thought.
mm.
So I don't think it's not wanting kids. I think it was just her accepting her body's telling her that wasn't what she was
Oh,
going to have.
Right.
I like
So
that
she just,
point.
And then I thought she's only 23. She
Yeah.
doesn't know yet. And that is the
Right.
problem when you get married young. Sorry, I did it too. Sorry, Sophie, don't do it. Um, but I think that is the problem when you are so young. You don't really know what you want 5 or 10 years from now. And she's in
That's
that point, and she's at least being honest to her mother that she doesn't know. I
Mhm.
wish she
Right.
would be honest to Rob that she doesn't know.
Yeah,
That
because
is one flaw.
she needs to have all these conversations because at the same time, while she's mad at Rob for what he's doing, I'm telling you, her holding that secret, and she did it on TV. So Rob gonna watch the replay.
Yeah.
Of course.
Robin said when Rob discovers that she has a place with indoor plumbing, he's going to go cozy up.
And for the bisexual stuff, first of all, I think Rob will throw it in her face, but then he'll actually like it, is my
Mhm.
perspective on Rob.
Okay.
And then I think that she was honestly on the app to make friends. Now, was she enjoying how they looked? Maybe. But
Mhm.
I think she doesn't necessarily think that it's going to be a problem, because I think when she thinks Rob finds out, he's going to be open to it. It's just
Right.
getting it out there
Mhm.
because she hasn't told people that it's her getting. And I
Mm.
think when you haven't really told too many people, like her friend that she was good friends with in London didn't know. So
Mm.
this is not something she's been open to telling people. So I think
Mm.
it's more her externally accepting it by saying it. Saying it on camera when you don't think about who's watching it is one thing when you're in a little closed room.
Right.
Saying it to your partner is something way different.
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get on over to Jonathan, Aaron, or Dustin. Do y'all want to cover another part? Because I'm gonna hop on over here
No, you
to
can hop
Jasmine.
you can hop on to the next one.
Okay, Jonathan, which did you want to cover anybody else before we get to Jasmine and Gino?
No, let's get to Jasmine.
Aaron, we ready to go to Jasmine and Gino? Anybody else?
I'm
Okay,
ready.
y'all. Jasmine and Gino, child of fan favorites, in my opinion. Jasmine woke
Definitely.
up.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, really. Jasmine woke up and she itching, scratching everywhere. She just itching everywhere. And oh, she just a itching. And she tells Gino, this house is dirty. Dirty.
Dirty.
God.
And it's too dirty. I'm itching. And Gino's like, no, it's the almonds. You ate all these almonds. And she's like, no, it's dirty here. And she is steady itching. And let me tell you, Gino went in there and he decided, let me go ahead and get this almond bag because you ain't going to sit here and say my house is dirty enough where you just think that you got to sit here and you don't caught an itchy disease from my house. And so he went in there and he got the almonds. That thing cracked me up. And she was like, no, it's not this. And he said, listen. Finally, when Gino gets mad, he get mad. He said, listen, when I met you, you were living in a house with rats. I fell on the floor. I was like, Gino, don't get her yet, Gino. Wait, Gino, wait. She's like, no. To me, I think she glanced at the camera like, y'all are not going to put that on there.
Right.
What do y'all think? Do y'all think that Jasmine is getting the itchy vibes because Gino's house is dirty? Come on,
I
Jonathan.
would have to agree with Jasmine.
Oh.
Especially looking at that toilet. They keep putting the camera on that toilet, y'all. It's disgusting. But she's like, it's dusty and it's not clean. And yes, your definition of clean is probably different from Gino's definition of clean because she clearly is used to a different type of environment. But I've never heard of anyone having an allergic reaction to almonds unless they were allergic to almonds.
Yeah,
And she's clearly not allergic because she would not be eating them by the handful if she was allergic to almonds. So
no.
I would venture to believe that it is his house. Now, what he will be able to do to fix the issue is another issue all in itself, because I don't know if he's going to have a professional cleaning crew to come in and clean the house and sweep it up, right, to make it livable. But yeah, they got to figure something out. At least they went and bought some new pillowcases and pillows and whatnot.
That's all she wanted. She just wanted an excuse to buy some stuff, I think. Aaron, let me come up to you and then down to Dustin. First, Robin said Jasmine need to be introduced to lotion.
First, I would have got hydrocortisone first to stop the itching, but second,
Aaron, right?
I couldn't help it. All I could think is, why don't she just go buy some kind of cortisone cream for herself? But second, she probably could be allergic to the dust, especially, and she could be allergic to his mattress or anything like that. From where it looks like it was her whole body, so I think it's something she is touching. So
Right.
my first thought was it was her best bet was to change the sheets and stuff, and I'm betting that doctor told them the same thing. That's why he agreed to it. I think the doctor, when they went in there, probably said, I don't know if he said get new stuff, but he probably said you probably are allergic and wash the stuff to detergent that you are used to, because that's usually what they tell you. If you're having a reaction to your and it's all over, usually for clothes or something. Did you change the detergent lately or something like that? She could be allergic to the detergent he's using on the bed, and she even said that too. When she said, "What did you wash the blanket in?" I thought a lot of people, because we were so focused on the dirt, she was trying to get more information, but because he dug his feet in, then she was like, "Fine, it's just dirty."
She was ready to fight.
If you're not going to give me anything, then it's just dirty. Like, she just gives up and digs her heels in because she's mad at him more than anything. Because I think she is very stubborn. He is very stubborn. And then they just both dig their heels in. But he's so cheap. I don't see him buying new blanket and new pillows just because she said it. I think it's because the doctor must have said something too.
He went to the store and got her new pillows, and he said, "Okay, we're gonna get pillows." And Jasmine asked the sales lady. She said, "Well, how long are you supposed to keep a pillow?" And the lady said, "Well, maybe 6 months. Get one every 6 months." And Gina was like, "I have mine longer than that." And she was like, "Oh, we need to get pillows every 6 months." So it may be that. And I like that you brought that up, because the other thing that I was thinking with Jasmine when I'm cracking up with her itching like that could be an allergic reaction to the laundry detergent that he's using, because I had an incident that happened to me. I started having an itch on my back and my thighs, and I didn't know what it was. And I went to the dermatologist, had a whole bunch of testing where they pinch a piece of your skin, take your skin of that grafting or whatever, and did all that testing and stuff. And came, and I had to write down every food that I ate and keep a track of all this and everything. And we narrowed it down and found out that I'm allergic to Tide detergent.
Oh no, that's my favorite detergent.
Anything with Tide, I cannot do. I mean, it got me bad, and I had to get that prescription big bottle tub of ointment, whatever that is, and use that. So yeah, she could be something like that. But I think a lot of it was also, besides maybe she did have a little itch, I think Jasmine just wanted to get new sheets and she wanted a good excuse.
Regina, her skin was red. She had the itch
it was
for
red
real,
all the way
girl,
down.
okay?
She had it on her face all the way down her legs.
She was all red all over. Give the girl some grace.
She was red
Regina,
because she was scratching and she was making herself red, Jasmine.
Yeah, but she was itching on the back and everything. No, I don't think she could itch everywhere to make it that red. I think she had something.
She has
Y'all
something.
know I'm mess with Jasmine. Y'all know I'm mess with Jasmine. Listen, Michelle said this, and I got to agree. Well, why can't Jasmine clean the house then? Why she can't clean the house?
She probably don't want to touch that stuff.
Because he's so cheap.
Probably.
Oh, Aaron, you're probably right. Dustin, what's your thoughts on Jasmine and this itch?
Well, I think that this just a shout out to 90 Day Fiance crew, and shout out to Gina. Gina needs to get somebody clean his bathroom now, and make for sure you get a new toilet, because that toilet is stained up and yellow and nasty.
Nasty.
That is so uncalled for, especially when you're on a TV show and you've been on a TV show. You've been on a TV show for several years, so I know you have some type of money. So you can definitely make some improvements, but that whole house needs to make improvements.
You better tell them
that whole house is just nothing but a mess.
But you know what? From the front, when they do the front angle of the house, it's beautiful. It's like townhouses. To me, it's very cute from the outside.
Yeah, like I'm talking about like the inside too.
Right, yeah, because it's the inside that counts, Regina.
It's just like a person, Jonathan. Does not be outside, but inside
Exactly.
too.
Exactly. We don't sleep outside the house, Regina. We don't sleep in the carport. We sleep on the inside where all the dust and the mildew and the dirty toilet is. That's where we sleep at, Regina.
Did
That's
you
it.
hear
That's
her talk about the
it.
black mildew near their bed? That could be setting her off.
Right.
Now that part, I was like, wait a minute now. My ear did perk up because I was like, we don't play
And the
with
issue with
black
Gino
stuff.
is he sees no issue with his apartment. He sees no dirt. He sees no grime. He
Because
sees
it
no
was not
mold.
affecting him.
He sees no mildew. And so because he's so used to it, he sees no issue with it. He sees no reason to clean it up.
I know. Robin said
Yeah,
Jasmine
but
scratching
he.
her skin sounded like sandpaper against wood.
Okay.
Wow. And she said, y'all know I don't pay attention to these two, so I don't notice the cleanliness of their home. I get it. I get it.
It ain't too
Well,
cleanly, Robin. It ain't too cleanly at all.
Robin said, Aaron said, Gino might have mites in the bed. That is funny, Aaron. You crack me up. Michelle said they gave Jasmine an allergy test and it was the dust, I'm sure.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. I love it that y'all are saying this. Poor little girl. Dust and dirt. All right now. Robin said, oh, they went to the doctor. It was contact dermatitis. And see, and that's what I had, dermatitis.
Okay.
How long did you have it for?
Oh my
Regina?
God. That thing took like 3 weeks before it went away.
Oh wow.
3 weeks, injections, antibiotics, and cream. Oh my
Mm.
God. And I had to rewash every piece of clothing in my entire closet, dresser drawers, linen, towels. It took me like, oh God, like 2 weeks, the same amount of time, 2, 3 weeks to go to to get all that laundry redone. I had to spray the mattress and all that stuff. It was a whole big thing. Aaron said 6 years Gino's had those pillows. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-mm. Yes, yeah, Robin. Allergic to Tide. Yep, I am. I used to love me some Tide. She
Tide is
said
the best smelling detergent, at least in my opinion. I like Gain too, but Tide just smells so good.
it does. I can't do it. So, Robin said I react to Downy. Oh, you react to Downy? Oh, wow.
Mm.
Robin said Jasmine said she ain't dirty. She ain't dirty the place up. She ain't cleaning it up neither.
Okay, I heard
She
that,
ain't
Robin.
cleaning it. Michelle said that toilet barf.
Okay, this ain't Jasmine's mess. This is Gino's mess. He got to clean it up.
Well, let me say this, you guys, about the conversation that Gino and Jasmine had when they were in there, and she called her son on the phone. Oh my God, you guys, I cried with
I
Jasmine.
I
Go ahead,
I like
Dustin.
I like that part because I get kind of emotional about that part
Mm-hmm.
because this was her first time without being with him on his
Mhm.
birthday. And she bought him a blanket set with soccer on it. And I guess he's a big soccer fan, so
Yeah.
I kind of got kind of emotional because I felt bad for Jasmine because I
Mhm.
know she can't bring her kids over here yet because she's
No.
just now got here. I think you have to wait so long before you can bring your kids here. But he also needs to get another job in order to do that because he
Mm-hmm.
has to be a
He has
sponsor
to
for her.
sponsor her. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Dustin. And that part really made me sad, but it also enlightened me to the wonderful mom that Jasmine really is. She
Mhm.
Oh,
is
I could,
really,
I could,
she seems like a good mom.
I could kind of tell that. I could kind of tell that
Mm-hmm.
from the beginning. But
Yeah.
Mhm.
she's taking it pretty hard, and I would be too. It's her first time being
Yeah.
away from her kids on a special birthday.
Yeah, that's what I'm
On his
saying.
birthday. Yeah.
Gino seems to be insensitive to Jasmine's needs, and he seems to feel as though she is overly dramatic about certain things. And yes, she can be dramatic about certain things,
Yeah.
but she's also very serious about certain things as well. And this cleanliness is an issue, and he's
It
just
is.
throwing it away like it's nothing. But if you want your woman to be comfortable in the home that you're sharing with her, you would do something to fix the issues. And the fact that he doesn't want to see past his own whatever it is that he's looking through. It's sad to me because Jasmine is putting everything into this relationship, and
Mhm.
Gino's just putting half in, and it's not going to
Well,
work.
y'all have to also understand that Gino's been a single guy for decades. I think. Well, maybe not because he did have the girlfriend before. I'm sorry, he did have the girl. I'm sorry, Gino. I was trying to give you a pass, but then I remembered your ex that Jasmine got so mad about. So let me take that back.
And,
Michelle
and
said,
I don't feel as though that would be an acceptable excuse either. I'm just keeping it real.
I'm trying to help you, Gino. If you're watching the show, Gino, I'm trying to help you, Gino. Well, Michelle said Jasmine is a gold digger, but she is a good mom.
I think
I
gold
don't
digger
think
is a little bit of a stretch, just a little
I
bit of
agree.
a stretch, a
I agree.
little. Because if she was a gold digger, I don't know if she'd be with Gino.
What she digging?
Yeah.
She getting some gold from Gino. She is getting some. Y'all don't act like Gino ain't giving up no gold now. Y'all ain't gonna do that to my boy Gino. Y'all
He
ain't gonna
give her
do that.
he give her a little yang around the house. You know what I'm saying? He give her a little bit, you know, but
He done
not.
paid so much money that he done gave Jasmine. Don't do that now. Most of it is in her butt, but he gave her money. Don't act like Gino didn't pay. Don't do that to my boy Gino. Gino done paid some money. I did love that Jasmine also said to Gino she wants to make sure that she does right. She don't want to mess up a good kid. And
Yeah,
and I, oh my God, I was like, girl, yes, I had to root for Jasmine at that time.
of
And I was
course.
glad that Gino went over and gave her a hug, because I was like, you are not gonna have her cry in this story and you ain't gonna give her no hug. I mean, Gino. And I was glad that he did go over there and give her that hug. So Michelle said this, and Michelle, you cracking me up in these comments, girl. Said she's getting gold from her ex-boyfriend as well. Oh my.
Okay.
I really
He
love
still,
Gino and Jasmine.
he still doesn't.
They seem to me like they are really in love. They have a history that they've been building these steps together. Yes, they fight, and
Yeah.
he definitely likes the way she looks.
Yes.
Um, but I think they do consider each other and they do really love each other. And like she's not willing to put her kids over there until she knows they're gonna work. So she wants them to work. She moved countries for him. She's left her kids to
Yeah.
try and make this work. I see true love. I see the problems, but I also see the love.
Aaron, do you see Gino as making his best efforts for Jasmine in all areas?
No. I think
Agreed.
Gino has never had to step up the way Jasmine is making him, but I also think
Agreed.
that Jasmine makes him a better man. And I
Mm,
think
Yeah.
he might fight it along the way, but he gets
right.
there eventually because of her. That's what I mean that they have true love. She's always working to think about his health, make him more motivated about where he lives. She doesn't just care about where he lives for her. She cares about where they live for their family as them
Right.
as a unit.
Right.
So I think that no, he doesn't automatically give his best efforts, but I think he loves her so much that when she pushes, he eventually gets there.
Right. Because I see Jasmine as being all in on this relationship. I
Yeah,
mean, like both feet, both feet flat on the ground. Like she's in
yeah.
this thing. And when I see Gino, I see that he doesn't seem as though he's giving the same effort. I do see him giving some effort. Yes, it's not like he's a bump on a log, but I wish he would try a little more because Jasmine's not asking for anything crazy. She's not asking for a buku amount of dollars. She's not asking for this, and that. She's just asking for essentials. And he sees, because he's so cheap, he can't see past his own cheapness. He can't see past any of that or his own existence. He can't see past his own existence to see what it is that she needs. And it's just it's insensitive for me to see him doing that to her when she's giving all that she has.
Now, now I know you didn't watch the other one, but in his past, he did explain that he was used by his ex. He did have to give up a lot of his money when they separated. So he has trust issues going into this.
Okay.
And she didn't care about him at all. So she never made him accountable.
Gotcha.
So he's not used to a woman making him accountable the way Jasmine does.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I think that's the big thing. He's not used to a woman like Jasmine, but I think ultimately he wants that from a woman that's going to make him accountable. So
Right.
I love it. Robin said maybe if Jasmine kids come to the US, she will stop or have less frequent temper tantrums and tears. And Michelle said, I wish Jasmine stopped having all those surgeries. And they had a whole conversation about that. And Gino told her, you do not have to continue to do that. You don't have to do that. So my boy Gino, I think Gino's afraid of being broke, as we all are.
Of
Hmm.
I
course.
think that's why Gino wants to kind of penny pinch a little bit. Gino, you can go overboard. She said she needed some clothes. She did not have winter clothes where she was. You can go out and buy her some things. Now, Jasmine, we can't be going to designer because Jasmine, Gino ain't got that money. And also, Gino, you can't take her to the thrift store because that's not Jasmine. So you're gonna have to meet somewhere in between.
And I
Take
feel
her
like
to
Jasmine is being reasonable. She's not asking for
Mhm.
designer things. She's not asking for the top of the top, the highest of the highest. She's not asking for any of that. She's asking for essentials. Period.
Robin said, there has to be a parody award show where Jasmine and Robin from Sister Wives are nominated for the fakest but most
Oh
consistent
my
client scenes.
I might agree with the Robin from Sister Wives, but poor Jasmine.
All right, you guys, we didn't get into this couple, but real brief, I'll go round table and y'all tell me. I was trying to, what are their names? I was trying to pull up their
It's
names.
Devin and Nick.
Okay, thank you, Devin and Nick. Thank you, Dustin. This is your show, so you know these people.
Yeah, I do.
So Devin and Nick. Um, my husband was laughing so much with this two couple right here because he's like, if he keep calling her Miss Piggy when he get to the States or Piggy when he get
Oh,
to the States, he gonna be in a world of trouble.
Lord. Yes, he
So
will.
they gonna have to beep up some of the entertainment because I almost fast forwarded through their scenes because they were really kind of boring to me.
What?
Yeah, they were kind of boring to me. I was like,
They
so
they
I'm gonna
didn't
let
do
y'all
it.
go.
They really didn't do anything eventful. But I do enjoy see, especially Nick. I absolutely love his personality. I was a little disappointed for them that they weren't able to break the bed as he had anticipated. However, I am nervous for Devin when it comes to meeting Nick's parents.
Yeah,
And I love the fact that she wants to do everything right. She wants to be perfect for his parents. She wants to be the perfect girlfriend. And I absolutely love that. And I love the fact that Nick is trying to teach her, okay, so when you drink, make sure you drink away from them. When you take the cup from their hands, make sure you take it with both hands. So I love the fact that he's trying to teach her as much about his culture as
smile.
he can.
Mhm,
Yes, smile, so that she
mhm.
can do as good as she can. But I don't. I don't see this meeting going well. I
I
really
don't think
don't.
I don't
I
think
don't
it is
know.
going. I don't think it's going to either because I just don't think it. Her the mo- I don't think that the mother and his parents are going to approve of her, and I don't know if anybody caught this part, but I did. He told Devin she did they didn't want him to marry a U.S. Uh,
Oh,
you
Mhm.
yeah,
an
Yeah, they
American.
want an
an
American. Yeah.
American, yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
He did. They didn't want her. They didn't want him to marry an American. So I don't think that's gonna go over too well. And if he's already said this once before,
Mm.
if they don't approve of it, then he can't get married to her.
And
Hmm.
I think he might hold firm to that because in that culture, they don't play. Now, there are some that will rebel and say,
Right.
forget it, I'm going to go ahead and do this. But then they sometimes can be cut off from the entire family
No,
Hmm.
by doing that.
I think that's what if he goes through with it, I think that's what's gonna happen. But I just don't see it lasting. I hope
Yeah.
it does, but I just don't see it lasting because the mother and the father don't approve of it.
Mm. Well,
Hmm.
Michelle GM said Devin just needs to go back home. Well, I'm gonna come up to you, Aaron. Robin said I would
What?
like to produce a scene where Gino takes Jasmine to a thrift store like Robert did Annie.
Um, I
Oh my
I
goodness.
actually really enjoyed the scenes with Devin and Nick. I think they're a super cute couple. I
They
think you can see
are.
the love in between the two of them. I think it's so genuine. I really liked it. I thought they was cute in the bedroom scene. I thought they were funny in their interviews with her going, "No, tell the truth, you fart." like, um, like he killed the romance. She's like, "It wasn't that I was tired. You tell them." Um, I think they have a cute, real relationship. I like watching them. I think she is super nervous.
She
Um,
is.
She's
Mhm.
very shy. You can tell she's shy with the cameras and stuff. So it
Right.
is a little hard to get to know her better. Nick has the
I
big
think that's the part I'm
personality.
having a problem with. That I think that's it, Aaron. I think you said
Okay.
that's why I'm having a hard time with it. Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, because she is so shy with the cameras around. That's you're having a harder time getting to know her. He has a
Mhm.
big personality. They say opposites attract, and I think that's
Yep.
exactly what happened here.
Very much so. Very much
I'm
so.
scared for the dinner for her. I'm literally not looking forward to watching that dinner because
I'll
I'm
be
like,
watching
oh
it like
no.
this.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
gonna do. Like, oh no, please
Cause
go well.
I'll
Please go well.
because I like her so much and I like him so much. And they showed a preview of it, and his parents are just sitting here like this.
That's that
Just
culture.
judgment, just
That's the
complete
culture.
judgment. And
Mhm.
I don't want them to misjudge her just because she's an American. And if they find
Right.
out she's from Arkansas and know what goes on in Arkansas, that ain't gonna go well either. So
Mhm.
I'm got my fingers crossed for Devin in this case, and Nick, because
Yes.
Nick is probably going to be embarrassed if his parents don't treat her well. And I don't know if he's going to stick up for her in that sense. I'm thinking that he probably wouldn't, but we'll see.
It's hard for that culture's children to stick up to their parents.
Yes.
Very hard. You can't, it's almost like you can't stick up for them, but what you have to do is you have to convince your parents of what you're doing is right. He's going
Mhm.
to have to do a lot of convincing, and that's why he's coaching her, and he's doing right to coach her, to tell
Right.
her, do this, do this, do that, because that's going to be points that the parents are going to look for. All right, you guys, thank y'all so very much for oh yes, I did, Dustin. I got you. I want to make sure I got you. This has been great. This 90 Day Fiance is so much. I was watching the other 90 Day Fiance the other way, and it's just that show is amazing too. Michelle said maybe that's what it is, Aaron, that dinner is about to be a disaster. And Robin
Hmm.
said, I'll give you that, Aaron. Devin is shy. And she also
Very
said,
reserved.
look at Aaron. She is so delightful. I know Robin,
Ain't
right?
she?
She is. You guys, that's been our 90 Day Fiance recap. We're going to get out of here, but we'll be back next
Week.
week.
Can't
Same
wait.
time, same
Same
place.
place.
Yes, I know. This is going
And
to be
hopefully I'll have my new computer by then.
You did good on your
Hopefully.
phone, though, Dustin. You did really good.
Yes.
Thank
You
you.
did very good. And thank you so much for showing us your nice haircut and nice new glasses. I love
Yes.
it.
Sure.
I love it. I love the non-emoji mode.
Yeah. I also want to say thank you for joining me on the panel tonight, and thanks for Jonathan, Aaron, and Juice from the Juice Radio Talk Show. I do appreciate it very much, and I'll see you guys next week.
Anytime.
Love you guys
Anytime.
very much.
Love you too.
And
Yay.
Jonathan, are you going live tonight?
Of course. Absolutely.
All right,
Yes.
Yes.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
this is Jonathan's busy night. He's on with us at 6 and
Right.
then on with church news at 7:30, and then he's on his own panel at 9. So
9:30.
he's
Yes.
9:30. So he gets busy. Dustin Michelle GM said, Dustin, you look nice.
You
Thank you.
do.
Thank
All
you.
right. I love it. All right, you guys. On the count of 3, we're going to get out of here. But remember to click that subscribe button, click that notification bell so you'll be reminded when we go live, and subscribe to the Juice Radio and Talk Show's YouTube channel. Help us get those subscriber counts up, okay? And those views on those videos
Let's
up.
hit a
Like,
let's hit 1,000. Let's hit 1,000 subscribers before my birthday now. My
all
birthday
right.
is February 28th. So let's hope we can hit it by then.
All right. Let's go to that
Awesome.
8,000. Thank you, Dustin. All right. On the
Yeah,
count
you're
of 3,
welcome.
guys. We're out. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Good
Bye.
night.